Why, hello there everyone, I'm the Kumo Sensei, and hope everything's going well, because, hey, today's another day, and oh boy is this the interesting topic we're talking about today, and that is Bayonetta 3, the voice acting drama, yes, between Helena Taylor, I believe, was complaining about what was it, getting paid too little, and this is such an interesting case, because voice acting is so, I don't want to say it's niche, but it is very different. Hello there, Isa. Hope everything's going well. And my goodness, guys, I want to say some things real quick though before we get into the butter of this. Essentially, voice acting is a very competitive space. Like, I do voice acting, and I don't want to say I'm good at it, but I do love doing voice acting though. And I have to say, voice acting is some of the most competitive, or one of the most competitive fields imaginable. Succeeding in voice acting is almost impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it is very slim to none. And I hate to break. I don't want to sound like. Don't ask me if things are going well in your next stream. It probably won't be. It will depend, but we kind of had to wait and see. But in terms of voice acting though, I'm not gonna lie, voice acting, in terms of making a living doing voice acting, it is very difficult. This is why I didn't pursue voice acting as a career. It's more so of something I do for fun. And I will post a short voice acting clip just for fun later today on my channel, so stick around for that, guys. But my goodness though, what is this bread and butter about? And the answer is simple. We're talking about the pay. And oh boy, let us get into it. This is what I'll really want to talk about. Bayonetta voice actor Helena Taylor was actually offered $15,000 for Bayonetta 3, a new report says. I don't even know what to say. Getting paid as a voice actor is very difficult. And doing voice acting in itself is very hard. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to read all of this, guys, but I'm going to give you pretty much the short of it all. So basically, there was a voice actor, the voice actor for Bayonetta, which, coming into the third game, Helena Taylor, she claimed that she was only offered $4,000 to voice Bayonetta for Bayonetta 3, which is, to be fair, a very, very low pay, especially for a AAA project. But it turns out that she was offered between $3,000 to $4,000 for at least 5 sessions of voice recording, which would have made a total fee of $15,000 for Bayonetta 3. And this might sound very little, especially for a AAA project, but it honestly is pretty much above the average. Like, being a voice actor is very difficult. And man, oh man, this story is wild. X that out. The Bloomberg report also says that Taylor requested for a 6-figure fee. I mean, 6 figures is actually quite high for oh man, that is a lot of money to request for. Even the most experienced voice actors requesting for this much, that is absurd almost. A lot of people wonder what is the average pay for a voice actor, and the honest truth is it varies. It depends on the project, the scales, and how many sessions or lines you're doing, voiceovers and whatnot. This industry, in terms of voice acting, is truly built upon a portfolio. You got to start from the scraps, and then you have to literally build up your portfolio, your voice acting experience. And to be honest, $15,000 for Bayonetta 3, I don't know what I would think of it. What makes being a voice actor so difficult? Yo, being a voice actor is very difficult. Because not only are you... It's kind of like you're basically acting a character that doesn't exist. Trust me, you think it's easy to do voice acting, but you gotta understand. You gotta practice it's a lot of technique that goes into voice acting. And it's not just, I mean, you can make it. Well, anyone can do. How do I explain this? So basically, anyone can do voice acting, but not everyone can be a voice actor. This is the truth that you kind of have to accept. And voice acting is difficult because you're essentially playing a character. You're just acting, but with the exception of you're acting for somebody else, aka the character you're voicing. There's a lot that goes on to it. Like I said, 6 to 7 years ago, I practiced voice acting with a small group of people, and I've learned a lot. And trust me, I used to practice about so back then, I used to practice a lot of improv acting just for fun, you know, acting like an idiot and whatnot. And comparatively, acting and voice acting are similar but completely different. It is a whole nother ballgame. But $15,000, I don't really know if it justifies. Maybe a little bit more, I guess, but I wouldn't be disappointed with this because $15,000 maybe a little bit, but Bayonetta 3 is such a big project that pretty much it will add credibility to your name. And that's the thing about voice acting. The more credibility you build, the more offers you'll get as a job being a voice actor. So I honestly think that this is pretty much more of a build-up, but hey, being a professional voice actor, like, that sounds difficult. Like, I'll voice act for free because because it's just fun. I wouldn't really, I mean, I'm not trying to insult these people here, but gosh, voice acting is difficult though, guys. A lot of people, they get confused about voice acting because they look at like these numbers here and they just think that, hey, so I just voice a random character and I get paid easy. That's not how it goes. It is extremely difficult. Man, $15,000 though. I don't really know what to say though. So essentially, what ends up happening is, okay, this thing is kind of crazy. So what happened to Helena Taylor? So essentially, she got replaced by, Jennifer Hale. Jennifer Hale is like the GOAT, the greatest of all time for voice acting. Like, here's her Twitter, guys. She is a true talent, I'll tell you what. In the voice acting community, everyone knows like Jennifer Hale, literally. She's like, she's literally up there with like Troy Baker and everybody else. She is unstoppable. Man, but this is kind of sad though. I think Helena Taylor was like, she is Bayonetta, but Jennifer Hale does a great job of what she does. Anything Jennifer Hale touches, it's magic. That's how much of a the credibility this voice actor has is amazing. The question now is, like, what comes after this? Because I personally think that this is a bit much. Like, in terms of, like, I feel like there's more to it. Some people say that, this was just her leave, just so they can get a more credible voice actor into the mix, aka Jennifer Hale. But Jennifer Hale, I think, I'm not gonna lie, Jennifer Hale, she is, like, the greatest of all time. She voiced pretty much everything. She voices in everything, almost. She's that credible. I would really like to jump back into voice acting though. But hey, if an opportunity arises and somebody offers free voice acting for me, I would have jumped in on the spot. No doubt about it, I'll tell you what. Okay, guys. Well, that's voice acting for you. there goes. Alright. You don't really need much to do voice acting. Well, I actually need a lot. Skill is one thing, but the other thing you need is the right equipment. Like, to see such struggle within the voice acting community is basically no surprise at this point, because a lot of voice actors, they have to sign NDAs. And for those who don't know, NDAs stands for non-disclosure agreements. So essentially, they can't really speak upon projects or the things that go on within, because it's essentially like top secret. I'm not really the biggest fan of NDAs, but at the same time, I understand why voice actors sign onto projects, is because you don't want people knowing, you know, about the next big games or the next big shows that are coming up, because it will ruin the experience. I'm not gonna make too many judgments, because I really want to see what happens between Helena Taylor, Jennifer Hale, Platinum Games, and Hideki. What's his name? I forgot. Hold on. It was like Hideki something, or Hideki Komiya? Was it? Oh, there he is. This guy here. I'm surprised this guy does not get canceled on Twitter. Like, this guy... Yo, he just complains. I'm blocking everyone who tweets, quote, retweets, man. What? Like, what is this lunacy here? I'm blocking everyone who tweets / quote retweets me now. Be careful. You don't... This is like the biggest clown on Twitter. Like, how does a guy like him have an audience? It's funny because this guy is known for, like, blocking everyone. You can make one comment about this guy, and he just blocks you. Hello there, Marco. How's it going? Hope everything's going well. Today we're talking about Bayonetta 3 and the drama that's been unfolding here. But basically, everyone's asking Hideki Kamiya for answers about this whole voice acting, like, shenanigans and whatnot. And this guy on Twitter literally just blocks everyone. I'm not blocked by him, but if you comment in English, he's gonna block you. Like, this guy is a definition of an elitist. Like this right here. Really fed up with insects which never read my post / header pic and just keep posting. That's why I'm telling you not to post me in languages other than Japanese. If you break the rules, that means you're a brainless insect and will be blocked immediately. Be careful. How is this guy... It's funny how this guy is like the type of people that people would try to cancel. We'll be back in 10. Yeah, go ahead. Take your time. I still can't believe this guy has an audience. It is beyond me how people like these get away on Twitter. I mean, he's eating good, but my god. I'm curious. I'm gonna open a new page for a second, guys. How much do voice... Hold up. Because times have changed. How much do voice actors get paid now? They don't make much. As of October 12th, 2020, the average annual pay for a voice actor in the United States is $80,000 per year. Just in case you need a simple salary calculator, that works approximately about $40 an hour. What? That is insane. Hold up. How much can you make as a... This is so different from way back when. Hold up, let me pull this up real quick, guys. This is not like what I remembered back then. 80K a year. That's actually pretty decent, actually. Whoa, huh. I feel like there's some twisted truth to this. And what I mean by that is, my hair is starting to curl on the front, as you notice. But this is suspicious. Hold on, I need to do more research real quick, guys. This is so interesting. This isn't like the way I remembered it back in the day, guys. Hold on, I know I'm zoning out on you guys, but I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm currently searching up what is the current pay or current wage for voice actors, because back in my day, well, 6 years ago, I think, you would struggle a lot just to make something decent. Even on the small scale, like, it is extremely difficult. Why is this? This is the problem I have about voice acting. The problem with voice acting is that there's no actual set salary. It's really dependent on if you get the roles or not and what the project is. I want to. This is, oh, how big is the competition in the industry? Sorry, I didn't read it. So the competition in voice acting is very competitive. Because because back then, like, I came in at a time when voice acting was starting to become popular because YouTube, 2015, 16, this is the time when voice actors started to post videos on YouTube and whatnot. But now it is way too competitive. I'm not saying it's impossible to make a living in this industry, the voice acting industry, but what I am trying to say is that it is extremely difficult. You're competing against tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people around the world for a single role. The pay, is it worth the pay? Definitely in some cases, but it really depends on where you are currently and if you're lucky enough and skilled enough. Some people will get paid better than others. That's just how it is in any industry. The thing that doesn't make sense to me even now is that the wages are so vast. It's not like how it was back then. Definitely not. It's not the same. It was the industry was much more, I don't want to say it fluctuated more, but it was more tight. Now the wages are all over the place. It's not a bad thing though, because it tells me that the industry is growing, but what it also tells me is that it's becoming very competitive. I don't have a problem with new voice actors. I think the problem with a lot of voice actors is that I fear that they will spend years of their life, spend years just trying to pursue this industry and not go anywhere. Because anyone can be a voice actor, but not everyone can be a successful voice actor. And this is true for almost any industry. And this hurts even more because, I've known people who put almost a decade, yes, almost 10 years or more of their lives into voice acting. And the only thing they have, they don't... I've known people that literally spent about 10 years or more into this industry, and the most they can make is barely average wage. Not even enough to what I would consider to be stable living per year. If you think about the overall annual wages. And I feel and this is why a lot of voice actors, not all of them just do voice acting. Some people actually have other jobs other than voice acting, because voice acting on its own isn't really a stable income unless you're doing it on the professional level, in a sense. That sounds horrible. It kind of is now, because everyone has voice actor in their bio. Anyone can do voice acting, but only a few can do voice acting professionally. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like those people who are doing acting and trying to get into Hollywood. You know, they're all taking a chance, and that's what a lot of voice actors are doing now. So at the same time, so essentially, there are more and more open projects now than there were ever. But at the same time, the cost is that there's too many voice actors that are competing. But that's just competition though. Only the best of the best will stand on top. Everybody else is doomed to fail. But it's a chance that they must take. And it's sad because I've seen people quit and literally break down into tears after spending years, if not almost 10 years or more, just pursuing voice acting. So to me, when I see wages like these, whether it's good or bad, it kind of hits home, you know, with this whole Bayonetta 3 thing. Like I said, I never pursued voice acting as a potential career. Do you think the wages should be more standardized? It would depend. The reason why wages are so different in this industry for voice acting is because of the projects. Some voice acting projects are like these super big movies or super big, video games and whatnot. And other video game projects or other voice acting roles that are available is pretty much like the smaller end, like independent projects and whatnot. And really, it really comes down to the director who's in charge of the voice acting and stuff on what they want. And I think one thing that kind of hurts, but in a way is understandable, is NDAs. NDAs means non-disclosure agreements. And basically, voice actors, they all have to sign NDAs because they can't speak on the projects that they're working on or the wages and stuff, because they don't want people to tell about the up-and-coming next big video game or whatnot. Do I think it should be standardized? Yes and no. Because the reason why I say no is because I feel like some projects are worth more than others. If you're voicing Bayonetta 3, which is a AAA, pretty much big name game title, that would be much more different than if somebody was to voice a small character role in an indie project video game or something of the sort. I don't have anything against independent, any indie games per se or whatnot, because everybody has to start somewhere. What I am trying to say is that it's too hard to know, what is a decent wage for voice actors. like, for me, I'm not even too certain if I would be mad at 15,000 for Bayonetta 3. I'm not really too certain if I'll be, like, the only people... Here's the thing about voice acting. I guess we're both unsure about it, huh? Exactly. Here's the thing about voice acting, though, guys. Voice acting is subjective. Like, that's the thing I learned coming into it. Because, like, coming from improvisational acting into voice acting back in the day, a lot of voice acting is subjectivity. Like, some people will say this voice is better than that voice, and some people will say, you know what, I should be getting paid this much instead of that much. So honestly, I know that some people will say this is good and some will say this is bad, but it really depends on where you are on the voice acting scale ladder and where you stand. But hey, I'll tell you what, if somebody offers me a voice acting role for free, I'm jumping in. Just saying. Voice acting, yoo-hoo! But yeah, the original Helena Taylor, the voice actor for Bayonetta 3, she got replaced with what you call it, Jennifer Hale, the queen, you can say, of voice acting. And it's funny because everybody literally is going after Hideki Kamiya, the guy who's mad about everything. So this guy is in charge of Platinum Games, it's like, if you get what I'm saying. So this guy, he's in charge of Platinum Games, which is responsible for Bayonetta 3, the next big installment of the game. And this guy is he's kind of a fool. I'm blocking everyone who tweets or quotes retweets me now. Be careful. Like, this guy is like what you... these are the kind of people you would really want to cancel. And it's kind of annoying because I feel like this guy doesn't have any answers for anyone. I don't know why they want to make a fuss about this guy over Bayonetta 3, because this guy is not gonna... he's not gonna budge. This guy tweets like every single day. It is crazy. This guy lives on Twitter. The thing that makes me so intrigued about this voice acting drama and whatnot is the fact that I feel like there's more going on than meets the eye. Because asking for 6 figures is like... Right here, the Bloomberg report goes on to say that Taylor also requested for a 6-figure fee, over $100,000 US, for Bayonetta 3, along with the residuals on the game. That is such a high demand. Like, I think asking for all of this is ridiculous. Even for like the most professional voice actors, asking for 6 figures, that is... No one in their right mind would request for that. I'm not trying to be mean to Helena Taylor. She looks like a kind woman. I will not lie. She looks like a genuine kind woman. But asking for $100,000 or more is just wrong, in my personal opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Voice actors, they get screwed a lot in terms of, you know, their pay wages and whatnot. But at the same time, though, asking for 6 figures, it is... No, this is not the right way to go at it. And hello there, Marco, welcome back. And asking for residuals on the game as well is just like... This is just asking for way too much. And I really hope that voice actors get the pay they deserve, because this industry is becoming very, very difficult. I've seen, man, small roles, like, even on the small roles on, like, voice acting, you won't get, like, barely anything. Maybe $150 US plus for smaller roles. It depends on the project. But, like, let me just pull it up, hold up. How much do voice actors make? Let's ask Reddit. I think Reddit. Let's see. Gosh, okay. This is going to be cringe. We're asking Reddit for answers. But I trust Reddit more than I trust regular Google search because I feel like Google search exaggerates the pay rate. Like, they say $80,000 a year, but in reality, like, voice acting is such a freelance project that... See, like this right here. As of October 12th, 2022, and like the annual pay for a voice actor in the United States is $80,000 a year. This to me is ridiculously high. I don't think for a second voice actors will make this much a year. This is actually good pay though, I won't lie. But for a voice actor, no. Like, no, this just isn't it. I speculate that the majority of voice actors make less than this. Less than half of this, actually. I can't picture, like... I don't want to set numbers because, let's be honest, numbers are very subjective in terms of wage. But I say the majority of them make less than this. Less than half of this. Most won't even, like... Most voice actors on the smaller scale or barely make $10,000 a year. Because voice acting is pretty much... It's pretty much come go, come serve. Like, everybody just freelances around. I live and I die. Why is Reddit... Hold up, guys. I don't want... Okay, hold up. I don't want, like, some weird stuff popping up on Reddit. Okay, how much... I wish there was a way to actually search for newest results, but man, this is not... Let's see, 2022. We're browsing Reddit, guys. Oh my gosh. I live and I die. That reminds me. How much is reasonable pay for voice work? Alright, this one sounds interesting. I'm new to this and I don't want to accidentally lowball potential voice talent. Come on, Marco, you don't have to be... And it's kind of... I don't know, man. Maybe they should let me do voice acting. Voice acting is very difficult, though, I'll tell you what. Oh. I don't think it is fit for her. Thanks for the tip, Marco. And as for my personal opinion on Panchiko, I think she does fine, actually. I don't really have a problem because, like, I think she does fine. Is it perfect? There's debate for that. But honestly, I'm not one to judge, though. I think she does fine, though, for, you know, for Panchiko, but don't hate me for saying that. It's just my personal opinion, though. I want to see more, though, because I think we're only like 2 to 3 episodes in of Iruma-kun. So in terms of that, Marco, we gotta wait and see. Hey, wait a second, that reminds me. What are you dressing up for Halloween? I don't do Halloween, guys. I don't go trick-or-treating. But in terms of voice acting, though, man, it is crazy. My sister got a job. Aw, well, sorry guys, not to disappoint you. My sister got a job voice acting a character for a training thing for college and got $200 for it. Also, it wasn't very a long thing, just a short video. Voice acting is way too miserable. I mean, even okay, oh, man, I'm canceling myself for saying that. Voice acting is not miserable, but it is so hard to make it in this industry. I don't even know exactly what to expect, like for like the future, honestly. There's always one thing I've always said when it comes to anything in the business, like anything in the business industry, I will always say this. For every one person who succeeds, 1,000 or 1,000,000 more people will fail. Just for one person to succeed. That's just the ratio, guys. It's like the lottery. I have enough of Naruto, so... Voice acting is very difficult, guys, I'll tell you what. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message, Marco. I have enough of Naruto, so... Who would you put if not the current VA of Bachko? Personally, in terms of voice actors, for Bachko and Iruma-kun, probably someone like Imri Kato or something like that. Something along those lines. For those that don't know, Imri Kato, I think she voices, I think she's the one who voiced Kyubey in Madoka Magica. She's my personal pick if I had to choose, like, somebody else to currently voice, Bachko. But that's just me, though. Hold on, let me search it up. I could be getting the wrong voice actor. No, I got the right voice actor. Imri Kato. Yeah, she plays Kyubey. Any other her roles? I think she also I could be wrong, but I believe she's also I think she did the voice of Antoma in Overlord as well. I could be wrong. I don't remember exactly which character she voiced in Overlord. But I think it was hold up. Let me search it up real quick. Imri Kato. No, she voices Aura. Okay, she voices Aura. Yeah, okay. Or Aura in Overlord. She's known for a high-pitched voice, though, by the way. She also voices Mayoi in Monogatari as well and whatnot. Voice acting, though, baby. What? Hold up. In terms of voice actor, though, Jennifer Hale is the god. Like, she's the queen of voice acting. Like, she voices every single character, and, like... Hold up. So I'm gonna show you Imri Kato real quick, guys. Because... Okay, this is Imri Kato, Marco. She voices, like, a junk ton of characters. It is crazy. Like... But hey, that's your typical Japanese seiyuu for your guys. Seiyus, their credibility is ridiculously high. In Japan, voice acting is also competitive in Japan as well for voice acting in Japan. But luckily there's anime, lots of anime. So voice acting roles typically are usually more available, I guess. I can't say. But yeah, that is Emily Kato for you. She voices like all these characters if this thing loads out, that is. But anyhow, the guys. So back to the drama and whatnot. Where, in terms of this whole Helena Taylor? However you pronounce it. Helena Taylor was basically replaced by Jennifer Hale. And Jennifer Hale is like the queen of voice acting, literally. Like, she voices all of these characters here. Like, it goes all the way down. She is the queen of voice acting for, like, the US and Canada. I believe she is from Canada, by the way. But this is Jennifer Hale, though. The voice actor that replaces Helena Taylor. And my god, she goes hard. If your voice acting credibility is this good, like along with Troy Baker's and whatnot, that is, oh, man. This is probably one of the most accredited voice actors there are in North America. And she's still voicing, like, today. That's just beyond, not just beyond me almost. Because I don't, like, nowadays, the reason why this is so astonishing to me is because nowadays voice actors, like, having this much credibility in a career is very rare. Like, very rare. Big name doesn't always mean it's fit for a role. Well, I kind of agree for that. I actually do agree with that, though. We're going to have to wait and see what turns out, guys. But to see Jennifer Hale voice Bayonetta, like, Bayonetta, such a classic. And such a hottie, too. I have so, like, everybody wants to know what's really happening. Even I do, but who knows, right? I think Jennifer Hale is gonna do a good job as Bayonetta. But Helena Taylor will always be the original Bayonetta in terms of voice actress, my bad. There is one, I feel like, oof, cosplay girls. You're funny, Marco. But I feel like, I don't know how to put my finger on this, but if I was to make a vague guess on all of this stuff, I feel like there's more going on than what people are saying. And I know there are NDAs and stuff like that, but this here, I feel like there's more to it. The question is, what is that more? What do you guys think? Because I personally think that Nintendo is keeping stuff secrets. Like they don't want stuff to go out. Especially with big projects such as Bayonetta 3 and this useless Hideki. Ugh, this guy's hopeless. And now we have Helena Taylor voicing Bayonetta 3. I can't believe how much things have changed within the span of like 4 days. Or is it a week? I personally believe that voice actors should be paid more because voice acting is such a difficult task. You are working your vocal cords to the absolute peak just to hit the right spot for voicing a character. And to see like stuff like this and whatnot, it really concerns me for the future of voice actors. Like, I always like, what am I saying? I'm stuttering. I always like the voice acting community. They're pretty much genuine, and they're hardworking too. The one thing I can't accept, however, is two things that really kind of grinds my gears, but it's understandable. Wages and NDAs. Like, what was Mob Psycho 100, was it? Mob Psycho 3, I think. I think the guy who voiced the guy who voiced Mob in Mob Psycho 100 walked out or something like that. Okay, let's see. Where are they now? I can't find it, but there was an article though about the guy who voices Mob. He says that he's not gonna. I think I found the article, guys. Because I feel like people either don't understand the community or they don't really understand voice acting in general and how difficult it is just to get a role. Okay, I think I found it, guys. I think this article is going to have to do for us. So, ahead of the season 3 premiere, Crunchyroll has opted to recast the main character in Mob Psycho 100. Yes, he's getting recasted. This is for the English dub, by the way, the English dub. Why is there a change in voice actor, and what has Kyle McCarley, the voice actor of Shigeo, said about the drama? He's gonna say a lot. In mid-September, Kyle McCarley posted a video to his YouTube page detailing how he may not be reprising his role as main character Shigeo Kageyama in the upcoming 3rd season of Mob Psycho 100. According to McCarley, this was because Crunchyroll, who helmed the English dubbing of the series, refused to comply with his request to meet the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, union representatives. SAG-AFTRA, per a follow-up Twitter thread by McCarley, is a union which helps negotiate how much you get paid, how long your hours are, and how hard those hours are, how often you get breaks or time off, what safety precautions are taken, etc. So basically what happened was McCarley was addressing his concerns for the dubbing for season 3 of Mob Psycho 100. And he basically pretty much wanted them to represent the Screen Actors Guild. Which, in turn, like, it's just for their well-being, you could say. Nothing really bad and whatnot. And they just, and literally, they just threw him, like, they literally put him under the bus. It is just crazy, man. The veteran voice actor would tell... Okay, this is interesting. The veteran voice actor would then tell Kotaku that he will reprise the role if it was indeed a union contract. Union contracts... I wish they were much more stronger now, but they're not. I mean, they're still here, but just not as strong. So union contracts pretty much ensures, like, the well-being of the talents. So I honestly don't have a problem with union contracts at all, because people deserve the stuff they work for, you know? However, this has been refused by the OTT anime streaming giant. Yeah, that sounds like Crunchyroll. In a statement to Kotaku, Crunchyroll shared how some of the roles in the English dubbing for Mob Psycho 100 would need to be recast. And now they're gonna throw everybody under the bus, guys. Recasting everyone. And this is Kyle McCarley, the guy who voices Mob. Excuse myself. Like, voice acting is so difficult. How are you gonna recast them? Come on now. I want to keep it real with you guys. I think letting him go as the voice actor for Mob was a bad idea. Like, literally bad idea. When you replace a voice actor, you're essentially changing the character in itself. You'll be surprised. What was the anime that replaced their voice actor for the English dub? Was it Azure Lane, I believe? God, that was abysmal. Was it Azure Lane? I don't remember. But voice acting is such a difficult task, especially if you're replacing somebody who's the main character, which is a bad overall. Per Anime News Network, after dozens of dubs produced remotely, many using talent from around the country, Crunchyroll confirmed that it has moved back to bring a Texas-based talent into the studio. Still, manga assistants are less paid than VA. That's so true, man. There are three things that are paid poorly: manga creators and assistants, animation producers that work on anime or any sort of 3D animation or animation in general, and voice actors. They're basically the Illuminati, guys. Those three are not getting paid enough. Everyone gets screwed over in this industry, man. It's sad. Like, who do you blame for this? Do you blame the talents or do you blame the company? I would blame the company because the company is not taking responsibility for what is right. And I understand that sometimes the demands or the resources it takes to make something that's really good, sometimes it could take a lot of resources, but it doesn't mean that you just screw everybody over for, just to make one good product. Making a good product is one thing, but if the health and the wages of the individuals behind it are getting treated like this, it should come into question whether it is a good thing or not, which it isn't. Like, this is just upsetting to me, though. Like, hold up. The Jujutsu Kaisen movie. You're gonna laugh when you're gonna feel bad, guys, when I say this. Look. Another English dub voice actor for Jujutsu Kaisen 0 also voiced his opinions on the matter. The tweet that had mentioned that voice actors were only paid $300 US. 300, you heard that right. To which he responded and corrected that stating voice actors only received $150 US. So essentially, the voice actors were only paid $150 US for voicing in Jujutsu Kaisen 0. That little. And this movie here made millions. Like, it made a lot of money. That is just pathetic. Like, voice actors are always screwed over, man. Like, it is just sad. It's funny because like, it is a joke how much, like, people are screwing over these talents. I personally wouldn't, like, the question, well, that isn't physical work. Yeah, it's not, okay, it is physical work, though. You're working, like, you're literally working your vocal cords to the pure extent. I feel like a lot of people don't understand just how difficult voice acting is, because unlike acting, you're using your body, facial features, and whatnot to act out a character. And voice acting, the only thing you have is your voice and what your character looks like. So essentially, you're playing a character without using your body, but your vocal cords. I feel like people who think voice acting is easy should try out themselves, because, like, it is not easy. Like, it really isn't. Anybody can do voice acting, but very few people can do it professionally, because the people who are the best of the best, they will dedicate their lives just pursuing it. And to see people get paid only $150 for their hard work is just not, like, it's not justifiable. And to see, like, this happening, and, like, whatnot, this should be the red flag, or this should be like the calm before the storm, I guess, of something is wrong here. I used to practice voice acting myself back in the day. And trust me, it is much more difficult than you think, especially auditioning, because my god, everybody auditions for that one role. This is why I never pursued voice acting as a career, because wages are not the best. Competition is absolutely a challenge, without a doubt. Competition is one thing. And lastly, yeah, the way they're treated is just not right. Especially if you're getting paid like, what was it? Like $150 for a movie role? Come on. This is just sad. I think if I was to be in charge of the entire voice acting community, I think it should be more transparent about the wages and work conditions. Because if, like, literally, this is unacceptable. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the drama right here, because this just isn't like the best thing to talk about at the moment. I feel like we need more information regarding this whole Bayonetta 3 drama, because Bayonetta 3 is about to come out pretty soon, so I want to see what happens until then. So for now, we're gonna let this story rest. And don't worry, guys, I'm still gonna do voice acting because it's fun, by the way, guys. I need to post that video, actually. Hold up. I'm gonna post it right about now, as a matter of fact. Time to go post that voice acting I did. It's just one line, but I really want to post it. Let me post it right now. Hold up. It's going to happen. I want to post it right now, guys, just for fun. Here we go. Let me find it. What should be a great title for it? I'm gonna call it Anime Logic Makes Perfect Sense. Anime Logic makes no sense. Alright, this is what this is fine. Anime logic makes no sense. Alright, guys, here it goes. The video's up. Enjoy it. This is good. Oh, this is going to be such a funny one. Alright, it's posted. Okay. Now let's talk about some anime, guys. Anime review, baby! Here we go. Alright, we're Xing out the drama and stuff now. X out my hentai pages. Okay, good. Alright. We're doing good now, guys. Alright. Oh, this is Bleach is still top 1 for top airing anime. Good. Alright, guys. People say, what is my personal opinion on Bleach and Chainsaw Man? Now you're gonna hear it. Here we go, guys. Alright. So in terms, now that we got the drama out of the way and whatnot, in terms of Bleach, my god, that second episode is god tier. Like, literally. This it's funny, this second episode for Bleach is literally, like, really good. It's better than the manga. And I don't normally say that. Normally people would say the manga was better, but no. Oh god, this anime is pure justice. But I don't want to call the shots too early. I want to see how they wrap up the ending. Because, for those who don't know, when Bleach, the manga, was happening around this time, Kumo, the author and creator of Bleach, he was basically forced to rush the story for the final arc, which is this arc, the 1000-Year Blood War story. And since he was forced to pretty much wrap up the story, the manga was rushed like severely badly. It was just bad. The story was rushed, the characters did not conclude, and the action was lackluster. But my god, this anime delivers. Like, it's okay. If you read the manga for Bleach and compared it to the anime right now, you would 100% say no matter what, the anime was better. I'm not even kidding when I say the anime is that much better. Like, this here is pure justice. Everyone should be clapping. I was laughing so hard at how beautiful this second episode was. And that's all I gotta say for Bleach. I don't want to give you... Okay, I'm not going to give you my final thoughts until the story concludes. So that way I could be fair. Because if I judge it as... Like, as of now, it's perfect. But without seeing the ending, I won't really know if it's good or not. So I'm going to wait to see how it wraps up in total once all the episodes air. Chainsaw Man. Okay. Here's my opinion on Chainsaw Man. Power. Oh my god. I know a lot of people like Makima, but Power to me is the waifu here. Power is such a hilarious character. Like, she is such a savage. She doesn't even care. She just goes in and just, like, she just mashes the crap out of that demon. What a, like, what an amazing, what an amazing second episode. I also like how Denji doesn't transform into Chainsaw Man because he just didn't want to get any bloodstains on those magazines because he wanted to read them. And it's so funny too, man. Oh lord, because Hayakawa, he's like, he thinks like there's like a personal reason to it, but Denji just doesn't want to get blood on the magazines because he wants to read it. What an amazing second episode for Chainsaw Man. Solid. It's pretty surprising though, guys. What I didn't expect was, I understand Chainsaw Man will be ranked really highly. Surprised that Bleach is higher though. Maybe it's because of the comeback for Bleach. But let's see the top anime, guys. I really gotta see the top anime. Like, let's see what the top anime is right now. Okay, Chainsaw Man is on here supposedly. Where's Chainsaw Man? Chainsaw Man is number 14 right here, guys. Alright. So it's under Gintama and Fruits Baskets. Interesting. Interesting. Chainsaw Man and Bleach, man. Those two are like, okay. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. If this season only had Bleach and Chainsaw Man, I would have been fine. But this season has so many banger animes. It is amazing. Like, literally. We had Chainsaw Man, Spy Family Part 2, Mob Psycho 103, My Hero, Bleach. Okay, I watched Blue Lock. I'm gonna give you my personal opinion about that later. Shadow of the Eminence, or Eminence of Shadow. Waiting for the rest of these. Iruma-kun Season 3 is amazing. This one, I've only watched the first episode, guys. But for the Reincarnated as a Sword, I'm like, this one feels much more easier for me to watch if I watch it one at a time. Just take my time watching it. I don't have any solid thoughts yet because I haven't seen enough to make a good judgment. One episode alone for me isn't a good way to judge an anime. Unless there are some implications, but exceptions are pretty rare. But this season is solid. Now, I was told to watch Blue Lock because Blue Lock is essentially like Squid Game but with sports. I'm going to be honest, I love Blue Lock, but this show isn't for me. Don't cancel me for that, guys. Do not cancel me, okay? Don't cancel me for saying that. Blue Lock is a great show. I love how it challenges the sports players and whatnot in soccer or football, whatever you live. But Blue Lock is not for me. And the reason why is because of all the genres in anime, sports animes is the hardest for me to get into. And it's not because I hate sports. I don't hate sports at all, guys. I think Blue Lock, soccer, and whatnot is great. The problem is that I find that sports animes, and like sports and anime format, is hard to get it right. Only very few do get it right. aka Haikyuu, Slam Dunk, and whatnot. But those are the exception, right? But yeah, Blue Lock isn't for me, but I can see why people do like it though. I've also seen some people complaining that the manga was better because of the animation style or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's my opinion on Blue Lock. Mob Psycho 103, man. I love this series. So people wanted, IDK wanted me to talk about this as well, I believe, along with Chainsaw Man and Bleach. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on Mob Psycho 3. Mob Psycho 103 is solid. This is a great show round and round. And the one thing, okay, I feel like the reason why I love Mob Psycho 100 so much is because the main character, Shigeo Kageyama, like, or Mob, he is a really relatable character. If you take, like I said last time, if you take away all his psychic and Esper's abilities and whatnot, he's just a regular guy trying to live his life. And I can relate to that, man. Like, this character, the main character may seem boring, but he's truly relatable, which makes him shine so much in the show. Love Mob Psycho 100. Spy Family, I love the show. It's just wholesomeness. That's all it is. It's just wholesome. That's all. It's just wholesome. That's all I can say about Spy Family. It's a great show though, guys. I love it a lot. Emnus, okay. This isekai here, guys. The Emnus in Shadow. As of now, there are 3 episodes out. But I'll tell you what, I love this show. It seems pretty, it's pretty typical for an isekai. It's pretty standard, as a matter of fact. But I think what really works about this show is that this show is very self-aware. It literally is. Like, the main character, Sid, he knows that, like, he knows the in and outs of what makes a generic protagonist. And he's self-aware of that. And that is the true gem of the show. It's the main character, Sid. He's self-aware of, like, the stuff. He's self-aware. I know that this visual here looks serious, but this show, don't take this show seriously, guys. Do you think we'll have a second season of Spy Family? Another part to Spy Family? Yes, it will. Spy Family is way too popular in my personal opinion. Spy Family would definitely have another season without a doubt, in my personal opinion. And the only reason why I say that is because the merch, yes, they're already doing pre-orders for merch, such as the Anya figure, or is it like a lot of the Spy Family stuff sells, like a lot of the pre-orders. It's going to get another season without a doubt, in my personal opinion, Marco. It is a solid show. Not to mention, compared to every single one of these shows that is currently out, Spy Family sticks out. And that is the big factor of, like, Spy Family. Animes that typically get second seasons are usually the ones with the most funds or the ones that are the most in demand. And Spy Family is both of those. Like, it's popular and is in demand. And it has the funds. Like, literally, it's made by Cloverworks and Wit Studios, 2 accredited and well-known anime studios. It is going to get another season, I'll tell you what. Just my personal opinion, but we gotta wait and see. When will... Okay, To Your Eternity comes out on Saturday. Okay, that's interesting. Iruma-kun is amazing. I love this show. I know that you don't like the voice actor of Bachko, but I thought the voice actor was fine for Bachko. Gosh, what a great show. This is the show I kind of miss. Like, the ones that are just fun in general. I'm glad that shows like these are coming back, because the 2000s era was one thing. And then everything else I'm haven't really watched or caught up yet. Kokyo no Karusu, I'm gonna wait though. This show I'm gonna binge watch for certain. Everyone's talking about Akiba Maid. Interesting. What else have we seen? Oh yes, 4 nin wa sorezore uso wo tsuku. This is a this is a gag comedy anime, guys, but I love this. This series here is pretty much a joke. Like, don't take this anime seriously, guys, but this is a great comedy anime. It gives me the same vibes as what's that anime called? Man. Asobi Asobase. This anime pretty much gives me the same vibes. The little lines we all tell. Great. It is a great comedy series though, I won't lie. If you just like gag comedy, this one's it. Surprisingly, I haven't heard much about Berserk because I know this is the like a memorial edition here, but not much people are talking about it. So I can't like, and the reason why people, let's be honest, guys, nobody talks about Berserk because of the animation from the 2017. Was it? That Berserk was, the CG was pretty bad. I heard that the CG and the 2D was blended in together for this one. But we kind of had to wait and see. I don't know, guys. Give me your opinions. What do you think of Berserk? Because I don't know what to make of it, actually. The manga for Berserk is solid, without a doubt. You really couldn't beat the manga. Like, even now, the manga is still considered to be one of the most greatest mangas there ever is. Let's see, and the season ends here. But yeah, Chainsaw Man and Bleach is solid, especially Bleach. I need to read the manga again because I heard there are some slight, I don't want to say differences, but interpretations. It's funny because I thought Disney Plus will actually, like, okay. So we all know that Disney Plus has the rights and licensing to Bleach, right? I literally thought that Bleach would be screwed over. But my god, this show smacks hard. It's like Disney Plus, I don't know what they did, but they got it right. Like, literally, they got it right. It doesn't mean I like Disney Plus though. Don't get it twisted. I still think Disney Plus is kind of evil sometimes. But like, we got to see what they do with it though. Because Netflix, man, like, they don't have anything now because besides their horrible live action adaptations. And let's be honest, nobody likes them anyways. Yu Yu Hakusho, guys. That's gonna be, oh my god, that one's gonna hurt. Okay, so this is next season. I know what I'm gonna watch anyways. Inspector, second season? That's interesting, I didn't expect that. Did I talk about that? I don't think I did. All these spin-offs, holy smoly. These animes are getting bigger and bigger. Yo, this anime list is long. Holy smoly. My head is twisting. It's funny because I talked about almost all of these shows getting an anime adaptation. I'm still waiting though, guys, for my Tsuyokute new saga. Oh my gosh. This series here. I talked about this on my channel yesterday. Tsuyokute new saga. So this is a light novel about a guy who literally goes back in time and literally tries to redo everything. It's kind of like, it's not really like it's more like okay, it's kind of like redo Healer, except except the good guy is not that crazy. He just wants to save his friends, essentially. And my god, Urza looks so different. So, hold up. Let me show you Urza real quick. Man, can they even get... Okay, hold up. These images are so small. Y'all can't see it. Let's see if I can find one, though. So basically, Urza is this elf here. So this is Urza in the light novel slash manga. She has long hair and is like a yellowish blonde. And this is her remake, like her recharacterization. Still blonde, but this on her hair just short. And my god, I love Urza. I don't care if the character looks different, but as long as they do my girl Urza justice. Long live Urza, guys. My gosh. I hope that the anime adaptation is good, because the manga, I think I mentioned this briefly, but the manga is not as good as the light novel. And this is not me being mean, but the manga, it really doesn't do the light novel justice. I think this light novel came out in 2014, 2015 when I read it. I don't remember exactly when I did. Maybe 2016 actually. But I really hope they do it justice though, guys. And I believe it's coming for summer 2023. Yeah, I talked about it. And all these animes here are yet to come out that we're still waiting for. Let's see. I've talked about most of these series as a matter of fact on this channel. I'm pretty proud of myself actually, because like I've brought these animes to like you viewers and your guys' attentions, because like nobody would talk about these series. Everyone only wants to talk about the anime that's currently out, but I like to talk about animes and stuff that nobody talks about, because it brings attention to those animes in those series. And it's funny because a lot of these series I talked about on my channel already. Yep. Everyone is aware of my doing. I also should give credit to Crunchyroll. Like, Crunchyroll deserves a bit of credit too. Because if it wasn't for Crunchyroll, I pretty much would not know about some of these series. Crunchyroll, My Anime List, and My Anime's News Network. It's sad because nobody reads news articles anymore, but I still do. That's the only reason why I'm still caught up to like current anime and what's coming out. And I think those websites that post those news information, they need to get more credit. So I dedicate this part of the stream to dedicate those people, you know, on Crunchyroll, My Anime's News Network, My Anime List, etc. But where is it though? There we go, Syokute New Saga, July for 2023. I swear, they better do my girl Urza justice. My elf waifu. But man, this is a lot of animes. Shield Hero Season 3, Attack on Titan Final Season, Final Part. You know, I totally forgot about Goblin Slayer, guys. Interesting. What studio is making it this time? I heard that they changed the studios for Goblin Slayer. Did they really, or did they not? Hold up. Studios, okay. So the studio is still unconfirmed. As of here, on the left side, that I'm highlighting, studios is none. Studio White Fox, they typically do a good job when it comes to adapting light novel series, such as Re:Zero, Steins Gate, any sort of novels and whatnot. They do a pretty good job, actually. I have high hopes. Shield Hero, man, everyone's waiting for Season 3. I want to see how it turns out, though, because Season 2, in my personal opinion, was not bad, but it wasn't as strong as the first season. I don't want to be biased when I say that, so don't think I'm saying that out of spite. I'm not. And then this is for spring. I'm not gonna lie, the spring 2023 is not as strong as the winter 2023 as of now, but I hope they will add more to their catalog, because all of these here, like Demon Lord Academy here, Nagatoro Season 2, Vinland Saga Season 2, like these are all solid series. Bungo Stray Dogs, the 4th season, my god. Tokyo Revengers. I need to read Tokyo Revengers, guys, because Tokyo Revengers is actually ending soon. I talked about it here on the channel, and the manga is concluding on November 16th. So, for those who are wondering, now is a great time to read Tokyo Revengers. I want to see if Takemichi actually succeeds on changing everything. And we have a bot, so let me block that. Report that, actually. Okay. And we have more of these. Ugh. Alright, we got that out of the way. I don't want my comments to be filled with these creepy ads and whatnot. But anyhow though, guys. I like Tokyo Revengers a lot. The two things that makes me like question everything is that first of all, they're middle schoolers. Second of all, Takemichi, man. Sometimes he frustrates me. Because he like... Takemichi grows as a character. But sometimes like... I feel like he could be doing more as a character. Don't get me wrong though, he is a great character, but I hope that in the second season, he'll be able to build up his character more to where he's confident that he can actually do stuff. Because a lot of the time, he's just whining and crying. And look, I'm not trying to hate on the main character, okay guys? I love him as much as anybody else. But I have to admit, sometimes he frustrates me. Alright, let's see, let's go back to fall 2022. I've pretty much watched at least one episode of most of these, well, some of these. Okay, and I think that wraps up about anime reviews. If there's anything else you want to talk about, I'm open for a little bit. Well, actually, I'm about to go in a little bit, I'm kind of busy. Hold up. Let me see the top animes again real quick. How is this still... Man, we gotta talk about this for a second. Does anyone not question why this keeps being number one forever? Somebody has to tell me when. When does Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood drops permanently? This show is forever number one. I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood as the next person, but my god, nothing beats this show on my anime list. Like, this show just can't drop to number 2 for long. Kaguya-sama Love is War was number 1 for a little bit, but like looking at this now is at number 3. I literally thought that Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 3 will be number 1. But to see Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood come back and take the number 1 spot, it is crazy. I feel like there's some political... Oh, that's my... Okay, this is my tinfoil hat, okay, guys? My tinfoil hat, so don't cancel me for saying this. I personally think that my anime list is purposefully inflating the ratings to keep this number 1. This is just my conspiracy theory. You don't have to agree with me. Because I feel like nothing will ever top this for the longest. But that's just my personal thoughts on what am I saying? But that's just my personal thoughts on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a good show. But let's be honest, any of these top 50 here has potential to be number 1. Like, any one of these could take number 1 spot. It's just that for some reason, it's just Fullmetal Alchemist that just doesn't want to go down. And when it does go down, it doesn't stay down for long. Something has to give, man, for this thing to drop down permanently for a long time. So I'm gonna wait and see, but in the future though, I would like to see what will be number 1 long term. Don't you want to know what will stay number 1 in the future? 10 years from now, if I see Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood as number 1 still, I am gonna, like, be so surprised. No, click out. Oh, great. Oh. How do I close this out? God dang it, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. How you do this to me? Well, that's just full. Okay. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion, guys. So don't take it personal for those. Okay. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood fans, don't take it personal. I don't hate this show. I think this show is great. But I still question why this will be forever #1. Something will give, I hope. Like, something has to give. Because this can't be #1 forever. How dare this thing pop out on me again? I literally, like, I thought Bleach has potential, but this score here just keeps staying above everything else. But that's just my personal thoughts, though. But anyhow, the guys, what happened? Wow, my stream froze. Hold up. There it goes. But anyhow though, guys, this stream, I'm going to wrap it up here for today. And with that, I'm the Kumo Sensei. Thanks for everybody for dropping by. And really, stick around next time whenever I stream again. I stream between Thursdays through Sundays, 2 p.m. through 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And with that, I'm the Kumo Sensei. Feel free to check out my social media links, such as my Instagram and Twitter, and follow me on there, guys. And also, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and stay updated to my daily stuff. And with that, that's really about it. See you.